Hi everyone. Gosh, it's good to be back with you all. Thanks so much for coming. What have I been up to? Well, a lot. As you may know, I started a new position in my company. I got a promotion and wow, is there a lot of work to do. A lot of training. That's been a lot of it. Learning the position, what I'll be doing, how I'll be doing it, but also learning what my employees, the people that will be reporting to me, what they're going to be doing. So I'm learning all the different levels, 4 levels up to where I am. And I fortunately have experience from some of the levels in the past, but anyway, so it's been keeping me really busy. In addition, we had a major storm here a few days ago, knocked out the power, knocked out trees. I was out of electricity for over 24 hours, which is just miserable. I would make a terrible prepper. I love electricity. No, I'm not suggesting if I had solar panels or a generator, I would have happily used them, but not having them, I have to deal with, well, what I don't have. And anyway, it was just one of those bad sort of weeks, and so I know I'm behind in my videos and I feel bad about that. And I've got an abundance of goat milk built up now, so I gotta make some soaps. So what I thought I would do is something I've never done before, a peacock swirl. So the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, combine my oils and butters with my lye and goat milk. So I will be muting here while I blend these two together, and then I've got some other things I want to talk to you all about. I'm really excited about. All right, let's start getting these blended. Now I'm going to be scenting this with lemongrass and lavender essential oils, mostly lavender with a touch. It doesn't take a whole lot of lemongrass. Now I'm going to be doing this in 3 colors. Well, 4 I guess with the base. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, so we'll see how it goes. Here I have spinach powder mixed with chlorophyll and a little bit of activated charcoal. I want a good dark green. Here I have blue indigo mixed with Cambrian blue clay and a little activated charcoal. I want a good deep blue. And here I have turmeric mixed with a little bit of activated charcoal too. I want them all to have a good rich dark color. All right, so I just wanted to bring this to emulsion. Then I'm gonna get my fragrances in here. And I'm just going to whisk those in. And then I'm going to separate it into my containers here. And I realize it's better to infuse these colors in oil or water, depending on what colorant you're using. But I want to do it this way. It's easier. I'm a little lazy and I've been really busy, so this is how I'm doing it this time. Oh, that's a good dark blue. Won't hold, as we know, with indigo and some of these other colors, but I'm hoping with that bit of activated charcoal that helps all of these to not wash out quite so much. Ooh, that's a nice dark green too. Sorry about that, I accidentally turned off the camera when I was trying to adjust it. I've got my glove back on here. Anyway, this is not a design I'm familiar with, that I've done before, so bear with me. It's not as pretty as I had hoped for. I think my lines weren't fine enough, but we'll see how it turns out. It smells wonderful. That lavender and that lemongrass are just wonderful, and I'm hoping when it's cut, but I am going to put the dividers in here, so that's going to change the design a bit too. So I made a soap. It's not perfect, but I look forward to unmolding it here for you. So let's do that. Okay. So they've got some nice color in them. I didn't get the peacock that I wanted. I'm going to have to play with that a bit. But I don't know. They're not peacock by any stretch, but I like the colors. I'm going to play with this design again. I liked it enough that it's going to be something that I'm going to spend some time on, I think, and try a little harder. I'm going to work with the, I think keeping the batter a bit more fluid would help, as well as how you pour it, at least for me. And pouring it, I think, is everything on how it's done. And then, of course, I flubbed the ultimate design too. Instead of going in the S pattern, I went in U, just did U's. So, yeah. I get nervous, I think, when I'm recording and make those kind of mistakes. I'm going to blame it on that. Whether or not that's the only reason or not, I don't know. But I can see some of the blue, the green, the turmeric. I don't know. I'm a fan of the color combination, but the design on top, it's just not what I wanted. Now, sometimes we can get something, still fun and somewhat interesting, even if it's something we don't want, right? And the fragrance, that lavender, and that little bit, it is 4 ounces of lavender to, I think, about 3/4 of an ounce of lemongrass. So it's just a bit of lemongrass to give it a bit of variation and spice. It really does brighten up the lavender, and that I really like. So on top of the video here, you're going to see another video of my newest project, and that's candle making. And I'm calling the soap, I'm calling my candles, that line will be called Hive Glow. That particular one that I've got listed in my store is a 24 to 30 hour candle. I burned one for almost 30 hours, but I'm calling it a 24-hour candle. That one's got an empty spot, but I can fill that in with another. Sometimes that's going to happen. And if you can, and you've got like a piece of a shaving or another piece and the soap hasn't fully hardened, you can do a little spackle work and make it go away. Like so. But so candles. That was just something I've been thinking about for a long time. I used to make my own candles a long time ago, just for my own use. I think I did sell a few, but that wasn't why I made them. This was long before I lived here, actually. This was a long, long time ago. But I always enjoyed candle making. And I had so many molds and wonderful tools, and I gave most all those away years ago. I think I gave them to Goodwill because I didn't think I'd ever get into it again. And then I came into beeswax. I have access to a lot of beeswax, and as such, I wanted to put it to good use, and the best use I could think of it was beeswax candles. And there are a lot of people that make beeswax candles, so it is a market that is well saturated, but it's like the soap market. There are also a lot of people making soap. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to keep making it. There's enough room out there for all of us to make soaps and candles or whatever it is we make. So I just decided to give it a try. And I was really happy with how they turned out. I got a book, and actually my mother had made beeswax candles when I was a kid, but I didn't really remember what she did or any tips or tricks or anything like that. But it just seemed like something, the next step forward was to make candles. So that's what I've done. And I've started with those 4-ounce candles that are in the store. And I'll put a link to them if you're interested in them. I know there's a big market for them here locally, so especially with power outages and such. That was sort of the encouragement actually to move forward with candle making. Is buying candles can be rather expensive, and since I had candle wax, like, why not make my own? All right, so I hope you all have a terrific day. I had so much fun making these. What do you think? They're not peacocks, but some fun color, don't you think? The green. And I really like adding the activated charcoal. I think gave each of the colors a richer and a deeper, richer color. What do you think? The green, the blues, I really was happy with how they turned out. All right, everyone, have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you all back soon. Goodbye.